What are you doing? Did you not realize that we're gonna be using this for soap, child? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Tiff Tries. Today we're gonna be making a soap, and it's not lye, there's no mold. This is gonna be the easiest soap you have ever made. You don't even have to put any colors or dyes or fragrances in it if you don't want to. This is gonna be super cheap, super quick and easy, so let's get started. Okay, so to get started with this melt and pour based soap, this super easy soap, you're gonna need a melt and pour based soap. I personally got mine off of Amazon, but you can really get it anywhere, I think. I got mine from Our Earth's Secrets is the brand, and I got a shea butter base. You could see that. This particular one was $20 on Amazon, but it comes in 2 1-pound squares. If you break that down, you just get one of these for $10. And what I'm gonna make today is gonna go into not a mold, not like a traditional mold, because mine didn't arrive on time and I needed soap yesterday. I needed soap yesterday, last week, and I just made it yesterday. And so I didn't get a chance to film it, so I'm filming it for you now. But what I did was I didn't have anything, so I put it in a standard 8x8 inch square pan. So you can definitely use this if you don't have soap molds. If you already have soap molds, then go for it. But this one really just turned out just fine. You can literally use anything as long as you can cut it into a shape that you prefer for your soap. The next thing that you're gonna need is gonna be a I've got cats joining us everywhere, is gonna be some kind of bowl, something that you can use heat resistant bowls, because we're gonna be putting this on like a double boiler kind of thing, something to heat some water. We're gonna chop it up, stick it in here, melt it, and then pour it into our mold. And if you are not using a soap mold and you are trying the home pan method, I would just really highly recommend, to make things easier on yourself, parchment paper, basic parchment paper. I got this from Aldi. So you can line the bottom, and then that way when you take everything out, it's super easy and clean and done. The next thing you'll need is just something to cut the soap up with. So we're gonna get started with that right now. We're just gonna cut this into sizable, sort of small pieces to melt. It really doesn't matter as long as it melts. And if you guys are wondering, like, what's the deal? What's the point of this? If you're logical like me and wondering like, well, why can't I just go buy soap already made? And why am I like buying soap just to melt soap, just to put it in a new mold and make a different shape? How is that more efficient than just buying soap at the store? Well, buying soap at the store, depending on what kind of soap you buy, you could buy the really cheap, like really not good for you stuff. I mean, I'm talking like the basic brands like Zest or Dove or what's another one? Irish Spring, just like some stuff that just really aren't very healthy for you. They just have a bunch of additives, a bunch of things that you don't really need to be putting on your skin. You could buy those, right, for super cheap. Or if you wanted to be more holistic with your soap and buy better quality soap, it's gonna cost you anywhere between, like for a holistic soap, it's gonna cost you anywhere between $5 and up. For sure, $5 to $7. And if you buy from Whole Foods, obviously you're paying Whole Foods a portion. So it just gets really expensive to buy soaps that you really like to use if you don't want to use the standard ones at the store. So this method actually comes out to be, if you only use 1 pound, if you only use 1 from the box, it will make like a 1.7, this is for data people like me, this is only going to make a 1.7 ounce or 7 ounce sliver of soap. It's actually perfect, honestly, for me, if you have small hands or if you don't want to like have a huge thing of soap because it's kind of annoying to pick up. If you want something smaller, this is perfect for that. And it comes out to be $1. I'm gonna check on my notes. And it comes out to be about $1.11 per bar of soap, which is so much cheaper than paying, you know, between $5 and up for any really artisan soap. And you can add dyes and you can add fragrances, and over time it pays for itself. It's so efficient to just make it this way. If you wanted to do the two pounds in here, it will be about $3.54, I think it was, to make 9 soaps that are the standard like a 3 1/4 to 3 1/2 size soaps. So it's still more cost efficient to do it this way. So if you were wondering, like I did, why am I just melting a piece of like a block of soap and putting it into a different shape and adding like colors and scents and whatever else I want into it, and how is that any more efficient? It is cost efficient. So this is way more cost effective. Also for me, I already had some unrefined virgin coconut oil in my cupboard, and so I'm gonna be using that and just adding it, but you don't have to. I'm gonna go ahead and take it over to the stove and get it boiling and come back. So we're just melting down the soap base, and you wanna be really careful, and you wanna use a glove, some kind of heat resistant oven mitt whenever you touch this bowl. Do not make the mistake that I did and forget that the bowl is hot and touch it. So now we're gonna go ahead and transfer this over to either our mold or our 8x8" square pan. Now, this would be the time whenever you would use dye if you do have it, if you want to do a dye, if you already have it on hand. This is also the time that you would use some sort of like essential oil or fragrance. Now, I have already with me a essential oil that I'm going to be using, but you don't have to do this. Once again, this is the easiest thing. So if you have it, I would recommend, if you're doing a 1 pound, no more than 20 drops of whatever essential oil, because if you use too much essential oil, it can sort of irritate your skin. So I'm just going to count to 20. Now, some people say that you could add like dried herbs or dried little flowers or anything like that. But I've also heard that it molds, because you're essentially taking something that's dehydrated and then rehydrating it. And I hear that it molds. So I'm not going to be doing that because I don't want to waste this. I'm just going to bear on the side of caution. If you've already done that, and if you've already done this before and this has never molded for you, please let me know down in the comments. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and pour this in to our 8x8" pan. Definitely store away from kitties. This is literally $1.11 to make this soap, guys. Like, this is how the soap looks. It's perfectly fine. It's very moisturizing, and you can make this soap at home. Stop buying expensive soaps. You're just gonna cut it into 9 equal parts. You're gonna do it where each one comes out like this. It's super easy, you guys. You can literally store it in the freezer and you never have to buy soap again. This is the super quick and easy way. And eventually I'm probably gonna do lye soaps, but not right now because that's kind of intimidating. So if you like these kind of videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and tell me what kind of things that you want me to see. I already have some requests to make a carpet cleaner, which I do have a rug that needs cleaning, so we're gonna be trying that out. If you guys are interested in any other cleaning videos that I've made, go ahead and check out this video that I made for tub cleaning. It was literally the most bizarre outcome. I never thought it would clean this well, but it did. So I think it's just a few ingredients and it made my porcelain tub completely spotless. It was amazing. So if you like those kinds of videos, go ahead and check that out. And in the meantime, keep trying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Tiff Tries. Today we're gonna be making soap and it's gonna have no lye. Did you just like punch me in the gut? Like, hello? And we're gonna set it on the